HRStop is a leading web-based human resource management system catering primarily to startups and SMEs worldwide. Welcome to another exciting conversation on Follow Startups. I'm your host Ankita Bahava, and today we have the pleasure of being joined by Rashmi Agarwal, the co-founder at HRStop. She started this venture out of a necessity for an affordable and effective HR management tool while managing a small team. With a background in engineering and a passion for leveraging technology to streamline business operations, Rashmi oversees technical development, sales, and marketing strategies at HRStop. Let's welcome her for a chat. Hi, Rashmi. Welcome to Follow Startups.
Hi, Ankita. Happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here, Rashmi. So, to kick things off, could you quickly introduce yourself and give us a glimpse into your professional journey?
For sure, I believe you have done a good part of, already introducing me. However, yes, to give some background, I am the co-founder with HRStop. My typical journey as a founder started up back in 2008. When we started up working majorly on the IT front, we were working with a lot of enterprise IT companies. Eventually understanding and to be able to leverage the power of IT and specifically the Indian brains, that is wherein we realized that there is something more that the world needs from the Indian minds. And understanding that HR was one of the cost centers to most of the organizations. We have been working with a lot of organizations and we realized that HR was one of the cost centers to most of the organizations. There were not too many good HR systems available in the industry. Even if there were some systems available, they were majorly into the administrative things. Today, we all understand that the employees of an organization, they are the assets to an organization and not the liability. And that is when, our focus started moving towards catering to this one of the black areas in the industry. And why I call black, I'm not very happy using this word, but yes, that was considered to be the gray area sometimes back, some years back. And that was a, huge shift that was required. We felt that there was a huge potential to come into something like this. And that is what motivated us finally to venture into the HR space. On my personal front, if I would say, yes, I am a tech background candidate. I'm a tech background person who kept on moving from domain to domain out of necessity at times, out of passion at other times. And there are multiple roles today I am playing because one, the as the life of founder is never an easy life. There are multiple things you have to do out of necessity, multiple things you do because you are meant to do that. So that's about me.
That's great, Rashmi. Thank you so much for sharing that. So now, could you quickly walk us through the complete suite of services offered in HRStop's all-in-one HR solution, covering everything from, like you say, hire to retire?
See, if you say hire to retire, it is specifically itself speaks about what we have to offer. It covers the entire life cycle of every possible possible thing that an HR is expected to do. As an HR, one of my prime responsibility could be bringing in the fresh talent to the organization, talent that not only comes up with the right skill, but also aligns with the company culture and core values. My system on the recruitment front gives you that complete AI enabled power wherein you are able to find the right talent, you are able to compare the talent, even if you have two equally good talent. There is one who fits your organization well because of the kind of culture or core values that your organization is into, right? The other might not. So it's not always about, just hiring these skills. It is also about the kind of background, the competency, positiveness, the diversity that the candidate is coming up with. So yes, one of the core essential activities of an HR could be bringing in the right talent to the organization, which is much more than just bringing in the right skill, which is something my tool is capable of bringing in. So we say that you can hire faster, smarter, and better candidates. You can save 10x of your time by bringing in the right candidates to your organization. The second responsibility of an HR could be on the core operations, right? There are new joiners to the organization. Our research says that, if you give the first impression right to the candidates who are onboarding with your organization, the probability of these candidates staying with your organization is far more than, the initial experience. A book is always judged by its cover. We cannot completely ignore the fact, right? So that is, one way of how you can bring in your people into your organization by giving them the right understanding. When an employee onboards into the organization, there are multiple compliance things to be taken care of. My system is capable of handling that. Likewise, when an employee joins the organization, you want the employees to be able to know about your organization more. You want your employees to be able to understand the company processes faster. You want your employees to get involved in the responsibility areas for them faster. So my onboarding and the learning development system combination gives the flexibility to a new onboard to understand the organization fast, to understand his responsibilities fast, to be able to be productive to the organization much faster, and very importantly, to give the initial favorable impression to the candidate. Not to forget, compliance is something that we are already covering up in this. In addition to these, core operations, which could include, leave benefit program, flexibility to be able to understand the rosters of the employees. We cannot deny the fact that there are operations as well that needs to be automated. So you have the flexibility to automate all these things, the complete compliances. I do not say that the payroll can be done on time. It is done in time always, or before time always. So using the system, you're able to completely take care of your employee payroll. Assuming, I had been hearing a lot of HR say payroll week hai, बिल्कुल सांस लेने की हिम्मत नहीं है. But now I tell them, सांस भी लो, work life balance भी maintain करो, and at the same time you can still make sure that your people are being paid for their remuneration for the month on time. That is, on the compliance and payroll. Then comes the another important aspect. How is your career with this organization? Again, I would say one of the very important, areas on how you can make your people retain in the organization is by giving them the clear career development plan. If as an employee, I join this organization as an executive, what is my future gonna be like in this organization? What are the possibility of me reaching to the next ladder? How soon I can reach that ladder? To be able to see that career is very important. To be able to understand what is the projected leadership role I can move on to is very important. My system is giving the flexibility to the organizations to be able to strategize that kind of career developments. It gives the insights on the kind of reviews that we have tried to bring it into the system. We call our review system as let's achieve. Why? Because unlike a lot of platforms wherein you just evaluate people on things that they've already done, my system gives the flexibility wherein you are nurturing your talent at every possible point, right? From the point of view joining the organization, proper feedbacks, proper learning, proper counseling sessions, triple P's in place, to be able to identify the problems, to be able to deliver accordingly, to be able to make the person know that, yes, this is what you are capable of achieving. This is what, the organization wants to achieve. This could be your contribution towards making sure that the organization achieves its objective. So there are a lot of performance things you could do, not just evaluation, but performance enhancement is the objective. Identifying the gray areas of an employee, getting the right kind of skill enhancement trainings done, getting the right kind of competency trainings done, giving them the right trainings on the leadership by identifying those gray areas or gaps, by doing time to time feedback sessions is what the system is capable of. Again, a very important segment is the engagement. We do understand we all are being given the remuneration for the kind of work we are doing, but as an organization or as a human psychology, that extra appreciation always matter. We provide in our system that flexibility wherein the HR is able to engage with the employees by being able to hear their grievances, by also making sure that their efforts, their any kind of additional deliverables they are doing is being appreciated across the organization. Everyone understands what it is. You get employee awards, you get some kind of perks through the system. You have the redemption policies for getting some kind of reward points for yourself. So that's a complete end-to-end journey that you can possibly do through our system.
Easily a all-in-one HR solution.
Yes.
So
Yes.
That's great. So Rashmi, the product was specifically designed for startups and SMEs, correct? So do you have any success stories or case studies wherein HRStop significantly improved operational efficiency and employee productivity of a startup?
I think multiple organizations have been able to have things completely changed for them after they're starting using HRStop. Again, I will, like to repeat my sentence wherein I said that initially the role of an HR was compared to the operational role or the clerical role, wherein they were majorly responsible to perform some, leave activities, some attendance activities, and then process the payroll. That was the job that was initially considered to be for HR. But today, I can safely say the organizations that have been there with me, they now understand the importance of having the HRs. They have, pivoted from just using the operational HR. They are now majorly into the strategic HR, wherein they are able to have better retention in the organization. They have been able to have the better skill development done in the organization. It's easy to hire a talent from outside, but it is still easier to be able to have increase the efficiency and productivity of your people by enhancing their skills in house. So that is a kind of difference I have seen. If you would ask me, yes, we work with a lot of organizations across the globe. Solution Leisure is one of the organizations that we have been working in Dubai for like almost 3 years now. I significantly see their employee retention being increased by 30%. They themselves, mentioned to me a couple of days back, wherein their HR head, she mentioned to me that they have seen a drop of 50% disciplinary issues, wherein people are being more disciplined now. People are, reporting to work on time. So they are into tourism, to be precise. So for them, time really matters. People being on time for their guests, for their clients is, very, very crucial. So she herself mentioned there has been a drop of approximately 50% time-related cases wherein people were not reporting on time and they were getting their complaints from their guests about no one being available to host them or, to be available for them.
Yeah.
That's, one story. Then, we have seen, changes there in the IT companies as well. So there is another client, Rishabh Software, that comes from Gujarat region. With them, I saw a significant increase in their learning and development. What I understood from them, they were able to increase substantial understanding of their employees with respect to what they initially knew and now what they know. So the kind of career that the employees had wanted to see, that started, getting improved. So again, retention was one of the areas wherein they saw that kind of difference. Other companies could be, companies like Mega Cap. We work with the real estate companies as well, like Experion. We work with, one of the biggest manufacturing firms as well, like, Kenstar.
So, how
So,
many customers have you acquired to date?
for the overall suite of services, we have more than 5,000 plus organizations working with us across the globe today.
That's amazing. And when you say across the globe, could you share with us what geographies are you currently operating in?
My major focus as on today is India and Middle East.
Yeah.
Again, in Middle East, we're majorly working in Dubai, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi.
Hmm.
Apart from that, yes, we work with limited customers across the globe in US, UK, Australia, Singapore. Then we are also working with a couple of countries in the African continent.
So, where's the heart of HRStop? Where are you based out of?
Heart of HRStop is currently in Noida, India. This is a place near Delhi, the national capital region we are based out of.
Got it, got it. So, 5,000 clients is a very impressive number. So, are there any other particular business metrics or significant numbers that you are very proud of and would like to share with us?
See, I do not know whether I should be proud of it or not, but I do believe that even when I say that we have 5,000 plus customers, and again, that is one of the philosophy that I've always believed in my life. Focus on quality, not on quantity. These these numbers are still handled by a team of roughly 50 plus employees.
Okay, okay.
So I believe being able to handle 5,000 plus customers with just 50 plus team should be a good metric for me. Likewise, I believe, I do not know whether it is directly related or not. I believe one of the areas wherein as humans, we have been able to do really good is during the COVID times, when we could see a lot of MNCs asking their employees to put down the papers. We did not have even a single fire in our organization. No one was asked to put down any kind of papers. In fact, the company was all in to be able to support all its people. So I do not know whether it is a company contribution or not, but I definitely feel in my life, I feel satisfied as a human when I see that, yes, I was able to do that kind of small impact. So I don't know, but
Definitely,
yes.
definitely. So, as of today, where would you position HRStop in terms of its current growth and development?
See, when you say growth, I believe, yes, we are into a growth journey because, again, I'm not satisfied with anything lesser. I believe as the founders, all we can do is just focus on good work and everything else follows. So one of the objectives with which we started working on HR Stock was primarily wherein we wanted to, bring an improvement to this gray area in any organization. Two, yes, we already had this initial vision wherein we always wanted to be able to leverage the power of IT to bring in the changes in the lifestyle of the people across the globe. But then we were also very clear that if we do not have a strong product, it might sell once by doing the right kind of marketing, but it will never sell twice. Right. So I believe as founders, we always focus on building the product, right? We were, always focused on, how the best of the product can be delivered to our customers, how we can, always keep on delighting our customers with our offerings. That is what, we kept on working on always. I believe that, has been paying me well. My 50 to 60% of the clientele every year comes through word of mouth marketing. We really do not spend much on marketing, but year on year, we have been, getting a good growth. Having said this, yes, now we're actively seeking working outside India as well because having worked in India for like around 8 to 10 years now, we believe we have done some significant work and now the product itself asks us to move out as well. So India and other countries would be definitely an area where we would like to focus. So yes, we can
Hmm.
rightly call it a growth stage for us.
Got it, got it. And I'm interested in learning about the support that you have received in terms of investment and funding so far. So give us some insights on that.
I'm extremely sorry today that that is one of the questions wherein you will be definitely let down. We are a bootstrapped organization.
No, I love that. I'm not at all
we're,
let down.
we're a bootstrapped organization, so we work very
Okay.
hard to just make the product right. God supported, people supported, and yes, we can safely say that we are good.
No, no, amazing. That's great. So touching base on your revenue model, Rashmi, tell us what's the pricing strategy that you have put in place, and considering the small size of businesses that you serve, of small and medium enterprises.
See, that's a very simple pricing model that we have. That's a subscription-based model.
Okay.
So I believe that is one of the areas wherein we started thinking quite early. So when we started up with HRStop and other products of our, under our umbrella, we were
Mm.
already clear that this is how the future would be like. There's this concept of having OPEX and CAPEX. No one would want to make a huge investment at the beginning. But if you're able to get those services on, some rental basis with some bare minimum costing, that is when as an organization it is easier for them to start using certain services. And likewise for me, if I'm able to play on the numbers with respect to the number of organizations I'm able to reach out to, I'm also able to cover up my expenses. So yes, it is a subscription based model that we are working on. Our companies pay us on the subscription services they have, which varies depending on the service, the scope of services they are availing, as well as the number of employees an organization has.
So now coming to the backbone of HRStop, your team. So tell us, are you leading the charge solo, or do you have a partner helping you to steer the ship?
My founder is, definitely an asset to an organization. He is the brain of the organization. I would be, very honest in mentioning that. Mr. Tushar Agarwal, who is the founder of the organization, he is a complete techie.
Mm.
And the world-class product we are talking about, the minutest of the optimization that we see with respect to HR Stop has been all his work, which definitely reflects well with the entire technology team who have put up equal efforts to make sure that what Tushar had wanted to deliver has been delivered right.
So how big is your team today, and like how are the roles divided within the organization?
We are roughly around 50 plus people, as I said.
Okay, okay. And are you looking to hire anybody at the moment?
Not too many people, but I do believe we can probably hire some business development executives or the
Mm.
business development managers, because as I
Mm.
mentioned, that I believe we are towards our growth stage, and we're keen on moving, expanding our wings to other countries as well. So yes, business development team could be of real help to, get into those territories.
So, you've partially answered my next question, which is what's on the horizon for HRStop now? Like, are there any upcoming features or expansion plans that you can share with us? But you've partially given my answer that you are planning to expand to other countries, but still, what's your
Uh,
next priority?
See, as an organization, you should never feel satisfied about what you are delivering. So yes, going to multiple countries is definitely in our plan for now. But at the same time, when you go to different countries, there are different requirements, there's a different culture, there is a different expectation. As a technology company, we've always believed in making sure that we're always at par with technology or something above technology, always. Ahead, you need to be ahead of time if you have to really settle down faster. Uh, so technology is an area wherein we keep on, upgrading every now and then. So yes, a lot of features that we will be coming up this year would be majorly involved around the countries that we get into. Having said this, for our existing clientele as well, we keep on, upgrading technologies. We keep on bringing in new, better features for them every now and then. With respect to the completeness of the product, I believe we have kind of covered almost all the domains, but you never know. Right. So one of the areas wherein we believe the roadmap of HRStop comes up is from its clients. So we have a very strong team that is completely oriented to client requirements. We collect the feedback from all our clients on what they are looking forward to, what are the new features that they would like. Depending on the ask of our customers, we keep on, bringing our plans accordingly. From our side, yes, going to multiple countries and bringing in the services required out of these countries is what we would like to immediately deliver.
Well, Rashmi, I'm very confident that you are going to do brilliant things even in the future. So we are totally gearing up to promote this video to large enterprises, investors, tech giants, and a broader startup ecosystem. Is there anything specific that you would like to mention that you think can help you find any external assistance you are looking for at this point of time? Consider this as your call for support.
See, I think one of the biggest advantages with us is that we are a bootstrapped organization. Since we do not have to prove ourselves to any investors, we are able to hear our customers, we're able to take their feedbacks, and we're able to focus on their challenges, their problem statements, and we're able to deliver it much faster because we definitely do not have that level of hierarchy wherein any small change take months and years to deliver. One very common problem I've been seeing in my industry, wherein the very common reason the organizations tell us about migrating to our services is majorly because one, they were not getting the right kind of support. Two, any requirement that they would have was not getting heard of. So I believe any organization, whether it is a small organization or a big organization or an enterprise, one thing that they can always know about HRStop is that we have always an open ear for our customers. Whatever their problem is, whatever their requirement is, we never say no. That is, one of the motives that one of the business principles we have. Never say no. Every time there is a requirement from a client, whatever the requirement is, we're completely open to understanding it. We're completely open to understanding the kind of impact this change would bring into their lives. And yes, if within the permitted scope of what we can deliver, we are very very eager about delivering it. And most of the time the kind of deliverable timeline we have, it is very very aggressive. So that's one area that we can always let all our customers know. Please know that yes, you will have a fantastic support available. Post sales services would be amazing, and you would always have someone to be able to hear you out. Second, I believe again, when we talk about the age or era we are living in, it's not just about delivering once, it is about delivering multiple times. We come up with a very strong technical background. We keep on upgrading our technology almost every 4 to 5 years. So we do the complete revamp of our code every 3 to 4 years. Every 4 years it is 100% available to our customers. The entire product is rewritten. So which means we are not a legacy system wherein you would not be able to adapt to the growing requirements or the requirements that are there with this agile world. So having a strong technology tool is very much required to be able to match pace with this fast moving generation. So yes, these are the two areas wherein I believe the any organization is able to generate the value with us.
That mindset right there. is going to help you reach heights.
See, as
Just
I said earlier, all you can do is focus on good work. If you focus on good work, everything else would always follow you back.
definitely. So, Rashmi, I want you to take a moment and just reflect back and tell us, as a founder, what has been the most rewarding aspect of building HRStop for you? Like any key lessons you have learned along the way that have helped propel your business growth?
There was this first Startup India meet that was organized by Prime Minister Narendra Modi back in 2016. And we just launched our version 2 of HRStop. As I said, that, we are a technology company, we upgrade every now and
Yeah.
then. And we had just started doing the business, and we received that invitation. I do not know whether I should, call it an achievement or not, but to be able to get that kind of recognition immediately was, yes, one moment for us in the life of an entrepreneur, wherein you get to meet the prime minister of your country. uh, and likewise, then, there was this moment wherein we were invited by Sir Ratan Tata to be able to discuss on certain areas. So he had this, small uh, private meeting with a couple of entrepreneurs. That's again a couple of years back. And we were invited in the same. So there were only 8 founders who were invited in this meeting. So I believe that Sir Ratan Tata is definitely, an inspiration to the generations to come. And having an invitation from him to discuss a business, maybe I can say that, yes, that was our moment. Again,
Definitely.
there is one more that I would like to add. You said that, any moments. I believe I had, multiple moments every time, I onboard a new customer, and few months down the lane, they say that they made the right choice. I always say, yes, that's my moment. Every
Okay,
customer,
Rashmi,
every customer.
before we end this, I have prepared 5 rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready? Before I let you go. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, question number one, a book or a podcast, anything that you'd like to recommend to the youth that has greatly influenced your career journey.
I have been an ardent follower of Sudha Murthy ji,
Hmm.
I believe, and then Jaggi Vasudev ji. So, people call him Sadhguru. I believe there have been a lot of questions in my life, being a working woman, being a mother, being an entrepreneur. I have been, an ardent follower of Indra Nui. There were a lot of struggles in my life that I had to face on a day-to-day basis because I never knew how to balance out multiple things together. But yes, these 3 people definitely shaped and answered to a lot of questions that I had in my mind, and helped reduce a lot of guilt factor that as working mothers, a lot of female or ladies around probably have. Yes. So I believe, yes, to me, these were the 3 people.
Okay, question number two. Which productivity tool or app do you find most helpful in your daily work?
I believe for me, because I'm handling multiple roles and responsibilities, Google Calendar is, one thing that keeps, me in sync with everything.
Yeah,
Whether it is my personal time, whether it is my multiple roles in the organization, calendar is something that, brings me to my moment.
it helps you keep very organized and good one. That's a good one.
Yes,
Okay, question number three. A fun fact about you that most people don't know. Any fun fact?
I'm too talkative. And I can, make a dumb talk, and I can make a deaf hear.
I can vouch for that. At least now I can. Okay. Question number four. What is your favorite quotation or any mantra that you live by?
You can have 100 reasons or excuses to not deliver, but you have only one reason to deliver or do certain things. Always keep on looking for that one reason.
Processing it, and that's a good one. Okay, last but not the least, Rashmi, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs looking to enter the HR tech space based on your experience with HR Stop?
I think there could be multiple based on the experience that I have built over time. One, success is not, an overnight journey. So whether whatever you are into, whether it is HR or anything else in your life, unless you are persistent, unless you are committed, unless you give time to something and you're quite persuasive about doing it, nothing will be available. I mean, nothing will be achieved without it, right? I see people getting too impatient these days. They want results to be instant. They want everything to be available to them on fingertips. Maybe that is also because internet has, made them that. But still, I believe you have to put in some time to be able to get the best of whatever you are doing and working on. Instant, a short a success that you find in a short time frame is also something that goes away instantly. So if you want your success, if you want your product to be known for long, you have to really invest that time to bring that kind of quality. For the HRs, again, please understand your role. You are not there just for hiring. You are not a sales representative in the HR domain for your organization, but you have a strong responsibility of bringing in the right talent, right people with right mindset to your organization. Do your homework well, rather than just marking a tick on your day-to-day task list. Try doing that with the passion, because every recruit that you bring into the organization will shape up your organization. Try to not go mundane on the policies or the benefits or the what do you call it, processes that have been created ages back. The generations have changed. You have to understand this new generation. You have to understand what they are looking for. Being too strict with them cannot yield you results. Being too lenient to them also will not yield the results. Somewhere you will have to put in those extra hours today now to be able to bring them at par with the company expectations. So the HRs are definitely the major factors today to make sure that the people in the organization are the productive ones. Right? You don't have to always keep on playing on the numbers or the quantity. It is always the quality that you need to focus on. So that should be my advice to everyone.
Very, very well said. And well, with that, we are very weak. And with that, we are almost towards the conclusion of this episode. The only thing left is to thank you, Rashmi. Thank you so much for your time. And here's to HRStop redefining HR management for startups and SMEs with seamless efficiency and very innovative solutions. So thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for giving me this platform to be able to share my thoughts. I'm definitely keen on making sure that this video goes out to the right people, because maybe it might not change thousands of people's mindset, but even if one single person feels motivated, inspired, and his or her life changes, I feel that the job is done right.
You're most welcome and all the very best. So if you'd like to stay updated with the latest developments and business insights from HRStop, make sure to follow their channel on follow.us/startup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.